Matt, thanks very much. Now to the other big story we are following today, a deadly church shooting in South Carolina. This happened last night during a prayer service at an historic black church. Late this morning, police captured 21-year-old Dylan Roth. Investigators say he had sat in the Olivet AME Church for almost an hour before he opened fire, killing 9 people. This afternoon, President Obama shared his sympathy and anger with the families of the victims.
There is something particularly heartbreaking about a death happening in a place in which we seek solace and we seek peace, in a place of worship.
And here in South Bend, people gathered at Olivet AME Church today for a prayer service. They tried to find solace, they tried to find peace in the wake of the shooting in Charleston. WSBT-22's Patrick Roth was there. And Patrick, Olivet Church is the same denomination as Emmanuel Church in Charleston.
Yeah, Jennifer, it's also the oldest African-American church in South Bend. And today, while they did pray for the victims, they also prayed for peace and the ability to understand how such a terrible thing could happen.
I was just shocked and just terrified that such a thing had actually now come into the house of faith.
That was a feeling shared by many people at Olivet Church today. People of all faiths and races came not only to mourn the 9 people killed in Charleston, but also to reflect and to begin to heal.
The first thing that came to mind was the Bible study that we had last night, where we were challenged to bless our enemies and curse not, and do not be overcome evil with evil, but overcome evil with good.
We don't want to stay in the tragedy of non-forgiving. You know, I don't forgive this person, or I hate, you know, white people for doing this. We should never get to that extent ever. You know, we should love everyone.
For some of the people here, the events in Charleston reminded them of another event in history, the 1963 bombing of the 16th Street Baptist Church in Birmingham.
Ran through my mind automatically, because it was a crime perpetrated against a church Sunday school, when those little girls were in Sunday school. And if evil ever made a mistake, that was the biggest mistake evil could ever make.
Every tragedy that we have in the black community is a learning step. It's a step towards what do we need to do to change this? What do we need to do to pull together?
And the hope for many of the people here is that somehow something good will come from this.
But it brings us together, so I feel that everything we need to learn, and it's a teaching tool. Whatever, I mean, how tragic it is, but how it taught us something.
And just about everyone who spoke at the service today said they hope that this tragedy will bring everyone closer together, not just in Charleston or here in South Bend, but around the country and around the world. And like you heard, a lot of people are looking for some sort of lesson to come from this. But Jennifer, a few of the people I spoke to said right now, the pain is just too raw. The magnitude of this hasn't really sunk in yet.
And Patrick, that pain is raw for so many. Thank you very much.